So much of spiritual teachings and pointings are based on there being an I. The I, the ego, finds a teacher that will mean its survival. This illusory I will never find a teacher willingly that will mean the death of the I, that will mean the illusory nature of there being a person experiencing life individually, will be willingly exposed and pointed to by a teacher. This is not a message that the I wants to hear. This is not a message that the I is willing to risk truth hearing. When we're born into separation, as all species are born into separation. The human intellect has created, through its evolution, the concept of an I. All of life experiences life as life, just in separate forms. But human evolution has meant that we experience life as I, as a person, and we claim, and once humanity reached the tipping point of intellectual evolution, we started to believe that everything that was happening to us, the source of this first I thought, is the real separation that is talked about in spiritual circles, where there is a separation from the true existence of life. And very few teachings point to your non-existence. That is just not, that's commercial suicide. So I'm here to tell you, I'm playing devil's advocate now, I'm here to tell you that you don't exist. Oh, thank you very much. It just isn't palatable, but it's the truth. How can there be oneness and then everything is an offshoot of oneness? If there's oneness, there's only oneness. We can't reinvent oneness as being oneness plus a soul. We can't reinvent oneness as being, yes, I'm oneness too, and so are you. There is only oneness. Anything that gets in the way of nothingness, of the nothingness of oneness, of the formless, intangible, witnessing awareness of everything that is not oneness, that appears within that nothingness, is the ego creating an illusory reality for itself to exist. The mind even creates the concept of the body. This energetic body has more energy in it than 90,000 times, more energy, more than 90,000 times of energy. Let me start again. This body, it's because this body has 90 times more energy, yay, than an atomic bomb. We are just energy. the mind defines the body as being this shape and stopping at the point that we believe it stops. But there is just energy. Everything in the universe is energy to varying degrees of consciousness. And so to say my oneness looks like this is my truth, this is my experience, is illusory. We're fooling ourselves to believe our existence is true, is real, and we've just morphed into a different form, but still with the concept of there being an I. We are an eternal soul. We are an eternal soul. My soul. Everything that we experience that we believe is an us is a separation and a mental construct based on there being an I. So behind all these individual creations of the infinite number of characters in life, there is always a immutable, irrefutable reality experiencing it. So there is not my reality experiencing it and then your reality over here experiencing it. There is just one reality experiencing the everythingness that is appearing within it. And so we must drop everything that has an I flavor to it to know the truth of existence. And the truth of the personal self's non-existence. That we only understand 10% of the mind. The other 90% is busy creating this illusory reality that we believe, but the mind is only a refraction of pure consciousness. It also is non-existent, and it is only formed from a prism of consciousness that shines out into a refracted form of truth. It is not even a reflection, because that kind of gives the impression that it's true, but it's just mirrored back. It's a refraction of truth and is a distortion there can only be one truth. Human endeavour has created many truths. The stillness, the nothingness of this moment between these fingers is all there is. the emptiness, the impersonal existence of life. We disconnect from this nothingness of true existence in three ways. We disconnect from it intellectually. We start to believe that we exist. We disconnect from it emotionally. We start to disconnect from our feelings. The mind tells us that a happy feeling is good and a sad feeling is bad. But they are just energetic feelings. They are just energetic expressions of coming from nothingness. The mind creates, I like this feeling. The mind creates, I like this experience. This makes me feel happy. And all of this is grounded and based and created in an illusory concept of our existence. And we disconnect from it energetically as well. There is, just feel your energy, feel where it's centered, and then feel where it's fragmented. It's fragmented a little bit in the future, where perhaps energetically feeling, oh, what have I got to do today? Oh, I'd like to be happier. Oh, and then it's oh, it's energetically disconnecting to the past as well, fragmenting to the past. It's remembering something that we've experienced that maybe created a reaction to this personal I, or we're remembering a time, and we're energetically remember. It's kind of a non-intellectual disconnection. And all three of these are operating at the same time, subtly or not subtly, to create a disconnection from existence. And everything we do to try and feel whole and feel complete is a wonderful, just a wonderful creation. The mind creates the separation, and then it does everything it can to try and reconnect. Oh, goodness. The mind likes to be busy. It's like a puppy. It's only happy when it's wrecking something. And when it's told, no, stop that. That's not good behaviour. It goes and finds something else to be busy with. Oh, okay, I'm off here now. The mind will never get it. There is nothing to get. Literally. The only truth of existence is nothing. And everything else is an illusion. Abide in the stillness of creation. Ground your awareness in this unmoving, untouched concentration of consciousness. where there are no questions, there's no need for answers, there's no striving, there's no desires, there's no self, there's no personal self. There is only the one irrefutable reality. Or if you like, self, if that makes it sound better. And everything that comes from this place of complete stillness is a disconnection from that stillness. And then in disconnection, in separation, that's where all the fun begins. And I'm not pointing to inaction, there's no pointing to not experiencing separation. But when we experience it, when the personal self, or deeper still, the true self experiences life as life, then there is no stories, there's no personal claiming, there is just a witnessing of everything unfolding exactly as it's meant to. Exactly. There is only life experiencing itself. And we, in our magnificence, oh, you've got to love magnificence, we jump up and get in the way of experiencing life through the eyes of life. And anything that takes you out of this truth is likely to start with a yeah, but. Yeah, but I can feel my body. Yeah, but I live in a solid house. Yeah, but. But all of this is a mental disconnection from who you are. Allow me that one. Any words spoken about this are all relative. They're just for amusement. The personal I is entertained, but can never be enlightened, can never realize itself. It is the thing, the energetic solidity that gets in the way of life just experiencing itself, flowing as impersonal and as expression. All that is true is just the energy beyond words, is the expression, the flowing dynamics of existence.